Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Friday the what is it? Oh no, I don't want help, Siri. Today would be nice. 16th, Friday the 16th of March. It's 20 to 6 and I'm about to head home, and I'm going to do Mr. Nullis's words of wisdom to start off with this time. Bit of a change. I'll put my seatbelt on before I forget. Look, I'll forget that. Some lights on. Right, so Mr. Nullis's words of wisdom. He says, things to talk about on your vlog. John Suchet as he went to the Royal Albert Hall on Friday and Saturday evenings. Oh, very nice. For the Queen's Royal Marines, and he and his wife called Nuala went to the House of Commons. Lovely. Very good. I'm pleased he did that. On Tuesday evening, Richard Nellis sang Things Can Only Get Better by D. Ream. Very good song that, actually. I like that one. The deaths of Ken Dodd and Jim Bowen. Yes, that was a bit of a thing, wasn't it? Ken Dodd and Jim Bowen. Funny enough, the best bit about that, of course, was Ken Dodd still got the last laugh out of the taxman, didn't he? Because he married his long-term partner 2 days before he died. But the interesting thing about that is, because he married her, he saved her paying £2 million in inheritance tax. What a genius. To the grave, a genius. What a man. Also, Richard Nellis has been cool by Paffendorf at Fitness Finesse Gym on Monday morning. As I thought of you when you did your new snowy videos. Oh, it's a good song that as well. Yeah, very good. I hope you're doing some good exercises to that one. Also, Richard's going to Eden Camp, which is away near Whitby, on the coast, and that's a special Pennine Magpie trip on Tuesday the 22nd of May. Oh, that'll be good. He's also been to his mum and dad's house on Mother's Day, and my dad had recently been swimming in Huddersfield with his brother called Zoe. Oh, Joe, not Zoe. Sorry, his brother called Zoe. Sorry, Richard, my eyes are just... and he's also watched Batman with Jack Nicholson. Very good, Richard. Fantastic. So there you are. That is Mr. Nullis's words of wisdom. And we shall head home, finally. Okay, so this week it's been pretty boring, to be honest. Not a lot happened. Done anything? It's not snowed, hailed, been icy, been relatively mild, a bit wet and foggy, but other than that, it's been alright. Yeah, last weekend, Saturday, spent most of the day doing the Steemit vlog thing again. Really should learn to type faster. So yeah, that was pretty much the thing for Saturday. Did I do anything Friday night? I didn't do anything Friday night because there was no Top K-pop All Play Friday, so which was a bit upsetting. So I didn't get to go on that. So I don't know what I did on the Friday night. I might have actually had an early night in the end. I don't know. I've been occasionally a bit tired this week. Sunday, we just chilled out around the house. Don't think I did anything really special Sunday to speak of. Oh, it was Mother's Day, of course, though. So we went out in the afternoon. I went out with the eldest boy because the youngest went trampolining. Actually, that's what he did on Friday. He went to a youth centre. I got in at 6 o'clock last Friday, and the house was mysteriously empty. It was devoid of people. This is strange. No people in my house. It's not very often I go home and find that. No one about and no messages or anything. There's no one there. So I'm hunting around thinking, well, where have they gone? Go upstairs if they're hiding in the cupboards or anything, but no, nobody in. And then I sent a message and got a message back, and he'd gone to the youth club from 5 till 8 o'clock, so there was at a friend's house that's near the youth club, so they were quicker to pick him up again. So So that was fair enough. So yeah, so we had good fun there. And Sunday he went trampolining in the afternoon. I went with the eldest to go and see my mum in Brighouse graveyard. Take her some flowers for Mother's Day. And the boys got their mum some stuff as well, so cards and flowers and things, so that was good. So yeah, that was a Sunday, and I did quite aptly really, I did my Sublime Sunday with some funky edits of some graveyard photos. So that went alright, I think that post did. Monday, work-wise, yeah, it was steadied away. Things are drying out slowly, would you believe, as far as all the flooding we had the week before. Certainly getting there. Quite busy with parcels. I had to do a lot of roasting on Monday actually, and for Square Chapel as well. Then so that was quite a busy day. Then on the night, I think, what is it on that night? I don't know. I've been that was the other thing Sunday I was getting on with as well. So the boy I got him the PS4 VR gaming VR set for his birthday, and he's played through quite a few games on the PS4, but it's always the way, isn't it? I got it because he wanted to play Job Simulator, and that's only on PS4. Now he's discovered that there's a new one called Baby Hands that he's desperate to play on. It's only on PC, isn't it? That's just typical, isn't it? So I'm like, well, I'm not buying a second VR headset, you loom pot. So you're all out of luck. And then I did some looking around, and I discovered that you can actually, you can hack the PS4 VR to work with the come on, Leaf, to work with a PC. So you can get it to work, also with the motion controllers as well, so get them to connect via Bluetooth and connect up. So I've been trying to get on with that, but it's been like little bits of doing it a bit and getting frustrated and then going back and doing it again. So I'm getting there very slowly, but surely. But of course it's not quick enough for him. He just wants to play straight away. I'm like, look, it's going to take me a while to get it all set up. You've got to manually set up the controllers, so they're positioning them and getting all the colour tracking. So that, plus I needed two PS3 web cameras. So I had one PS3 camera, I had to get another one, because it needs one for each controller basically, or well, I don't know, I think that they both track both controllers, but they need to triangulate, so you need two cameras. So the PS4 has a single dual camera, but that comes with a proprietary connection. In fact, I think it's a bit like a the Apple whatever it's called, I can't remember what it's called, Thunderbolt, is it? Thunderbolt connection. It's a bit like that on the PS4, so you can't just use the PS4 dual camera with a PC. So there's this workaround that you've got to actually use the two PS3 cameras. So got all them. There's more cables plugged into this damn gaming PC than you've ever seen. There's cables all over the place. It's absolutely insane. So I've been getting on with that anyway. So that was that. Monday night, I think. Tuesday, steady away at work. Thank goodness the Nissan Note. Does your battery thing run out? Oh, just don't ever turn, will you? Charge. So yes, Tuesday, steady away at work, and then on
risk zone, speed limit.
Tuesday night, I got tagged in to do a challenge on Steemit, which was behind the curtains. Mysteriously, it had no curtains involved really, but the behind the curtains thing was kind of like, where do you steam it, or you know, where do you do your posts and your comments and looking at people and whatever else. So I did a bit of bit of a post on that. So I've actually managed to do one post every other day in this last week, which is quite impressive. I could do with keeping up with that, in fact, to keep the earnings coming in, because my outgoings on delegated steam power are far greater at the moment than what's coming in from my posts, not helped by the drop in value of steam in general, because of course my rented steam power is based on the amount it cost to rent it when it was quite high, the steam to the dollar, and now it's lower. I'm just getting less return from my posts. I'm getting less return when I vote sell using that higher steam power, which I'm having to do just to fund the stuff, which is in itself a complete mystery, isn't it? I rented extra steam power to have a higher upvote to help support people by upvoting them, but now I can't upvote the people that I want to upvote with this higher steam power, because I've got to vote sell to earn some funds to pay for the higher steam power in the first place. It just makes no sense. I really should just let the delegations go and have a $0.01 upvote and be done with it, and you know, just be like, that's me. All you're getting out of me is $0.01 of an upvote. But yeah, it's just super complicated at the moment, trying to scrape together those funds to keep all that steam power up. But hopefully there'll be hope on the horizon, and cryptos will start rising again, including Steem, because it tends to trap the other ones. Because I know Bitcoin dropped the lowest ever yesterday. I was just looking at that, it was just like, oh no, it's terrible. I'll tell you something else that was even more hilarious. So on Bitminter, which is a Bitcoin mining site, I only have one Antminer S1 left on that now, which is running at at 200 megahertz, or 200 mega hashes, should I say, the Antminer. Plus I've got an Antminer S7, no, not an Antminer S7, a Bitmain Jalapeno that's only like 7.5 mega hashes, so it's like not even worth doing nothing with, but I just point that there anyway. And I think I've had a couple of odd computers running the Bitminter desktop client as well. So that last paid out literally on the 1st of January, Bitminter, because it only pays out when they resolve a block, which is why I moved over to f2pool.com, because they do, they just, when you get an amount of, you've earned amount of Bitcoin from your work, a certain fraction amount, so it gets paid out on a fair, regular basis. But Bitminter only does it when they actually resolve a full block, so it can take a long time. Like 1st of January you paid out, it just paid out at the start of this week. So that's like 2 months and a bit, nearly 2.5 months, isn't it? So I got some fraction of Bitcoin for that work that those little things have been doing. So I thought, I tell you what, I'm going to transfer that via block trades into Steem, and I'll get some Steem to, you know, help fund my ridiculousness on there. So I transferred it. You wouldn't bloody believe it. Do you know what I got out of all that effort? I got a grand total of 1.07 Steem. It's pathetic. I was like, that's like 2.5 months worth of those machines running, and that's what I got back for it. One paltry Steem. Not worth the effort, really. So yeah, that did tickle me a bit, but I'm like, say, that's 200 mega hashes, and the rest of what I've got running is 4 tera hashes at the moment, and that is producing a little bit more useful. But I've got to admit, if stupid Bitcoin doesn't rise up again very soon, then what it's costing me to generate these fractions of it, because the difficulty raised again as well, so it's taking even longer to get the same amount of little bits. But yeah, if it doesn't rise up again, it's seriously costing way more in electric than it's going to generate me in Bitcoin, which is very annoying. But there is hope on the horizon, because the LTC fork, I think it's LTC Cash they called it, that can be mined with your ASICs. So I don't know what this kid's doing. So I could start mining that, but I'm a bit unsure about it at the moment, because when it forked, it was a bit sort of up and down, and there's a lot of back and forth about, is it, you know, real, or is it just like a scam thing, and, you know, is it going to be worth it or whatever? So I'm kind of waiting to hold out, so I think I'll just see what happens. So that was that, really. So yeah, Tuesday night I did that post. Yesterday I had to nip down to Square Chapel, because on Tuesday when I delivered all their stuff, they forgot entirely to order tea bags. So I had to walk down with a box of them. So on the way back up, I did some photos in Halifax Market and did a Market Friday post on Steemit, which I put up last night. And today Steemit has been pretty much completely down all day after that, because it seems to be struggling with, I don't know if it's a problem with not enough nodes and too many people running on it, or if it's being DDoS'd or what's going on, but it's been really down most of the day. So but it's been good for me to recharge my upvote to sell more votes to pay for that stupid Steam power I'm renting. So there you are. So that's it, I'm home. I'm going to go in and chill out, I think. I'm looking forward to a night of complete relaxation tonight, I think. It's been kind of a busy week, one way the other, and lots on, and I don't know, it seems to be, I don't know, there's just so much paperwork at the moment, and we need to get someone to sort that out. But then we've got problems, we've got to change accounts package, and that's going to be like a ton of work, and it's all work, and it's just fed up with all the paperwork. But there you are, love to get rid of it. Right, have a good weekend and next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay, see ya.